This is an askSlim special market brief, March 31st, 2020. We're going to look specifically at the NASDAQ 100. Welcome to the askSlim market brief. Before we start, I want you to like this video. Do subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at askSlim and become a trial member. We have 4 different levels in our memberships. Also have workshops, so you can write to Matt at askSlim.com for our trial memberships. Go to and look at the website at askSlim.com and you'll get a good idea of what we're doing. All right, so we're going to look at the NASDAQ 100. We're going to start out by taking a look in this market brief at some very, very interesting charts. We'll take a look here. Now, if you caught what we did last weekend, beginning of this week, we talked about the range that we thought that the S&P 500 was going to trade in. Well, now I'm focusing in on the NASDAQ. And we have a cycle analysis, as you can see in here. These are the cycle brackets, and there's a consistency in the movement in the cycles. This is a very unique style of analysis as we can project out in time and price. We note in here that there's a shifted cycle that often happens in market free falls where they get so oversold they bounce early. What we're looking for in the NASDAQ was a continued upside and then getting into resistance. Now what we're looking at is the potential for a pretty wide range. The range we're looking at right now over the next several weeks is getting potentially up to this top level right over here, which is around, we'll just call it 8150, to this resistance that's on the weekly chart at around 8240. So that is a reasonable upside target in here. And then on the downside, the supports come in around 7,500 down to about 7,400. So we're looking at a pretty wide range in here for the NASDAQ, but the volatility has been huge, so that could easily happen. And then even another rally out over here into April, late April. So you can see we're looking for a wide range in here. And those of you that are straddle traders, you might be able to look at these numbers of these ranges and say, wow, that seems pretty significant to me. We're going to look for a lot of movement back and forth in here. Market getting a boost because the our leaders here in this country, Pelosi and President Trump, are both talking about stimulus programs in here, spending another $2 trillion. Problem is that we're getting addicted in here to the government spending and what is essentially a central bank takeover really all over the world. So that's what's giving this lift in here. But the market's got lots of trouble, and this period of economic malaise has got months and months and months, if not years, to go. So what we're looking for is this range out over here, and then maybe a lot worse time going out forward. That is what we're looking at in the short term for the NASDAQ. And on a much shorter term perspective, take a look at this. This is our stock index report live chart. This is live right now. I'm showing this to you as we broadcast it to our level 2, 3, and 4 members. And what we give you here is the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, where we're focusing right now, and the Russell. These yellow zones are the zones that if they get into them, you expect that they will accelerate. And you could see that right in here. It gets up to the red zone, which is the stalling area, and you can see the S&P did the same thing. And now the Russell tried to get up there and is really flattening out. You can see the Russell is much weaker. Note this line over here. This is what we call our reversal scout. And when it's facing upward, you get some pretty good rallies, as you could see right in here. And it's still facing upward today. So this key number right up over here for intraday is right around 8,000. A little bit higher than that. So there's still a little bit more room there, but I wanted you to see the stock index report live stream. This comes with a daily stock index report also that you can have by becoming a level 2, 3, or 4 member. That is a look at our market brief for today. We're just going to do this every now and then when we think it's important and we get up to important areas, and let us know how you liked it. And remember, I always want you to be careful because it is so crazy out there. And I'm wishing you great trading.